Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com, setting the record straight about fake news. In this video, I'm going to discuss 150 years of settled science at The Guardian. The Guardian prides themselves in being a very progressive newspaper, which means that they simply make most of their stories up. Entire encyclopedias could be written of Guardian fake news, but I'm just going to discuss a few of the highlights in this video. The Guardian, London, 13th of August, 1868. The time for great discoveries is past. No student of nature goes out now expecting to find a new world or looks in the heavens for any new theory of the solar system. The work of the naturalist in our day is to explore worlds the existence of which is already known. So science has been settled for 150 years. Why are we still paying scientists? Now let's fast forward a century to January 29th, 1974. The Guardian, space satellites show new ice age coming fast. Worldwide and rapid trends towards a mini ice age are emerging from the first long-term analyses of satellite weather pictures. Hopefully everyone's stocked up on warm clothing with that new ice age coming fast. But we didn't freeze to death, and 14 years later the Guardian said that only global communism could save us from burning up from global warming. Governments must yield national sovereignty to multilateral authorities able to enforce laws across environmentally invisible frontiers if the greenhouse effect, which threatens the future of whole nations, is to be overcome. And look what that evil greenhouse effect was going to do: raise sea levels between 1 and 4 meters by the year 2030. Hopefully everybody traded in their warm clothes from the 1974 Ice Age and purchased life jackets to save themselves. In 2013, The Guardian said that an Icefree Arctic in 2 years heralds methane catastrophe. I don't remember the Arctic being ice-free in 2015, but there's no doubt that eating too many beans can lead to a methane catastrophe. Well, the 2015 Icefree Arctic didn't work out, so The Guardian pushed it back a year to the year 2016 and blamed it on the U.S. Navy. The 2016 Icefree Arctic didn't work out either. So in 2018, The Guardian warned that too much ice in the Arctic was going to starve people to death in Canada. Canada, sea ice prevents crucial supply deliveries to isolated communities. The Guardian is a lot like Goldilocks. There's always either too much ice or too little ice. And then there's Greenland, of course. The Guardian said in 2010 that the Greenland ice sheet faces tipping point in 10 years with a 23-foot rise in sea level. So you better evacuate if you're near the coast, because sea level is going to rise 23 feet by the end of the year. In 2005, The Guardian said there's going to be 50 million environmental refugees by the end of the decade. But what The Guardian didn't count on was that they were all going to be locked down and have masks on their faces. And then in 2004, The Guardian reported that the Pentagon tells Bush climate change will destroy us. Britain will be Siberian in less than 20 years. Britain is plunged into a Siberian climate by 2020. Nuclear conflict, mega droughts, famine, and widespread rioting will erupt across the world. I don't know about Britain being Siberian by the end of the year, but they certainly got the part about the widespread rioting correct. And here's some really bad news. 8 years ago, The Guardian announced that Britain was in a permanent drought. But things keep getting worse. In 2005, The Guardian said that the bird flu pandemic could kill 150 million people. We know this is ridiculous because according to The Guardian, they all drowned from 23 feet of sea level rise. And then a few weeks ago, The Guardian announced that pink snow in the Italian Alps was mysterious and was associated with climate change. Well, I'm 63 years old and I grew up in the mountains. The snow always turns pink in the summer. This was Kyrie and some pink snow the week after the Guardian article was written. Pretty much everything the Guardian says about science is fake news, but one thing they are good at is doublespeak. A few weeks ago when Donald Trump was talking about delaying the U.S. election because of coronavirus, the Guardian jumped in and attacked him. The Guardian view on delaying elections: it's what autocrats do. Orange man bad. What a horrible idea, delaying the election because of coronavirus. But 2 weeks later, when the New Zealand Prime Minister delayed the election because of coronavirus, The Guardian announced that it was magnanimous and conciliatory. This is classic leftist propaganda. These people have no ideas, they have no values, and they twist the truth for political gain. However, they did get one prediction right. collapse of civilization is near certainty within decades, and primarily because of fake news sources like The Guardian. The Guardian, and almost everyone else in their industry, spreads fake news nonstop 24 hours a day, and that's what's driving the collapse of civilization. Toto describes it as a self-fulfilling prophecy. You can visit Toto on the web at realclimatescience.com.